All right, how's everybody doing this morning? Guys, this Monday morning, I'm off work today, um, but kind of wanted to, I had a chance, talk about doing some knife hunting with my pal J.O. Ventures Outdoors. This weekend, we had made plans for quite a while to go hit up a knife and gun show over in Bloomington, Illinois. It's pretty close to me, but pretty far for him. I think it's 2.5 hours for him to get over there and about an hour for me, but guys, I don't want to go through what I've picked up here lately. Three of these are from the show. This was a little pre-show purchase, you might say. Last Tuesday I was at work and I needed to take off and run some errands, pick up some dry cleaning. So I left work a tad early, went and got money for the knife and gun show, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go see my old buddy Lee. He had been calling me, and he's like, hey, I got a bunch of muskrats over here, stag, old school, new school. So I went over there and looked around, and he definitely had some bangers, but he had this one right here. Chestnut bone. I believe it's a 97. Yeah, we got 3 dots there. So it's a 1997 chestnut bone case muskrat, fellas. I asked him if he had any more chestnut bone. He really didn't have anything else that really tickled my fancy. And but he had this right here. And you guys know I've got quite a collection of chestnut bone knives. And I didn't have the muskrat. So I picked this up, did some inspecting on it. The only thing I can notice is that the back side is a little lighter than the front side. But she's a good knife. And I've been carrying my 75. It has the same shield. I think it's a 98 maybe. I'm not sure. But this is a perfect match for it. Again, look at the back springs on this thing. Not a gap in sight. She's just a good knife, fellas. So I decided to take this one home with me. It's a little warm up for the show we were getting ready to go to. And I haven't been buying a lot of knives lately. If I do buy something, I just want it to be quality or something that matches other knives in my collection or sub collections that I have. So I'm just not buying filler blades out there. So then that was Tuesday, and we had decided to meet up Saturday morning at like 8 a.m. over at the Knife and Gun Show. But we got there, it said they opened at 8 on the website and everything. We got there right at 8. And we go in there and they're like, hey, we don't open till 9. We're sorry the website was wrong. And, they could tell I wasn't very happy with that. But they went ahead and let us in for free and let us sit down at the table. So that gave myself and J.O. and Sarah a chance to sit there and talk. And, we always swap stuff while we're sitting there. But he had brought these awesome minimalist wallets that he had made. For me and Sarah, he gave, I think hers is like a bluish color. I'm not 100% sure, but this one right here, I mean, this is just awesome. I'm going to load this up and probably carry it today because I think we got some more errands that we got to run today. That's why Sarah was off work, so I scheduled it off to kind of help her with some stuff. So, but yeah, this was very cool, very generous of him, and he's going to make me a sheath. So I sent him home with a Bark River and a little knife and something else to go home with. So but that was awesome of him for supplying these to us. Just great. Fantastic. Let's move some stuff around here. Now at the show, like I said, I wasn't just going to buy filler blades. And there was a guy who had some vintage stuff, but man, he just wanted way too much money for it. He had a 99 with pin cracks and faded Delaware, and he wanted $250 for it. 65 through 69 like mine, but it just wasn't more $250. He had a stag when he wanted $654, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna probably find what I'm looking for here, so I need to find something that goes with my collection. And the older gentleman that I talk to quite a bit when I'm over there, he had this muskrat here. Again, I'm not a muskrat fan, but I've got 4 other of these gray bones. I've got the Trapper, the Saudi, the Tribal, the Warney Copper Lock, and now I've got the Muskrat to match it. And, you know, the fit and finish on this is pretty decent. You know, and the fit and finish on all my gray bones are pretty awesome. And this one here is a, let's look and see what we got here. I hate the etching on these. You know, it's a 2025. I haven't oiled or anything. You know, I'm just going to put it up. I'm not going to carry it, so. USA Muskrat, carbon steel. Again, you know, it's just going to sit on the shelf to go with my other gray bones, but like I said, she's pretty good. Pretty good blade. The color on this is, it matches pretty good on both sides. My other ones have some light spots in them here and there, which gives it some unique character. So, you know, I thought, why not? I'll add that to the collection. He wanted a pretty penny for it, but he worked with me, so it was worth it. So I spent some money on that. And then J.O. had found this guy who had him and Sarah were buying leather and some smaller. This guy had like a bunch of knives for $10 a piece, and they needed cleaned up. You know, they weren't in the greatest shape, but, you know, he only wanted $10 a piece for them and was even cutting deals if you bought more than one. So I had found these 2 blades right here. This is a Western, a Boulder, Colorado Western. And I found this Master Mechanics, which is made by Old Timer for True Value Hardware. And you know, let's just open it. Let's look at the Western first. Again, it's a Boulder, Colorado. How do you know? Well, it says it right there. It is Delrin. It hasn't been whittled on. It looks like someone may have sharpened this once, but they chattered this side up here with something, but still has all the meat on the bone. So, you know, you got the California clip. We got the spade blade here with the concave ground, I believe it says. And then we have a punch. Look at that thing. And this thing was rusty and crusty when I got it. I got out some sandpaper, took her from 4 to 1,500. Did the best I could with the time I had, but you know, it's probably a 3.5-inch knife. Yeah. So it's got a Colorado tank stamp, Boulder, Colorado tank stamp. It's made out of Delrin. So I believe this is to be a late 60s, early 61 knife. Because Delrin come out in what, 60 or 61? Then they transferred everything that was being made in bone to Delrin. So, but the Boulder, Colorado stamp in my book said they quit using that in 61. So, or 60, well, from 61 to 62. So that's why I believe this to be a late 1960, early 61 knife. Just has some pin cracks on the main pin here. But $6. He sold that to me for $6. $6 hairs. And look at the back springs on this thing. Not a gap in sight. Look at that thing. For $6 all day long. Then I had this one here in my hand too, and he said you can have that one for $6 as well. And there's only one reason I bought this knife. It's a Master Mechanic, made for True Value. It's the MM89. And I got to file the kick down a little bit because it's a little soft on closing, but it doesn't hide the tip there. So I'm gonna file that down a little bit. And like I said, it does close soft, but for $6, you can't beat it. But look at that big old serrated sheep's foot blade we got here. It's got some good snap, and then you got the spade blade, of course. And these are what? These are like 3 7/8 inch knives. You know, it's a little chattered up here and there, but all the meat's on the bone. And for $6, I wasn't gonna let that sit there for $6. You know what I mean? I'm going to take it all day long. And the reason why is because I've got this one. Now, this one is labeled Old Timer, but when you open it up, it's a Master Mechanics 89 with the sheep's foot and the spay. But look at the condition of this one. Boy, I forget where I got this, but this thing is in impeccable shape. Impeccable shape it is. See, look how I just need to file that kick down ever so lightly on that one and get it to hide the tip of that clip point blade. But, $12 for those two knives. I wasn't going to let them sit there for that. And I also have the matching tape measure. The Master Mechanics tape measure. So I got the Master Mechanics tape measure, 2 Master Mechanic knives. Got the Western. We got the couple of muskrats. And you know what? Since we got a couple of muskrats, look at this thing. Woo. 865 knives. Muskrat Mafia. I had to dig this decal out because it got me a couple of muskrats this week. So shout out to Aaron over at 865 Knives. Oh, I forgot about something else I got. That old guy I got the this off of, he had these knife rolls. I needed one. I've needed one forever. Nice handle. It's pleather or whatever, but it holds a ton of knives. He sold it to me for $5. So, guys, you can't beat going to a show and actually picking these things up in person. Get to able to touch them, feel them, look at them. Anyone can sit at home and swipe a credit card on a website and get something delivered and then complain about it on a YouTube video. But if you can actually go there and pick it up and feel it, see it, make sure what you're getting, I mean, heck, you run into some good stuff. And you make relationships and you get good deals, and that's what it's all about. Again, thanks to J.O. Ventures Outdoors for heading over here and meeting up with me. Also, James Stork was there. Can't forget him. He actually gifted this to me a long time ago. I think it was around Christmas time. But big thanks to him and his brother for showing up as well. It's always great meeting up with those guys. We always go out to a vehicle and shoot the bull and talk about stuff. And James was showing us all the stuff he's got from Lee lately, which was phenomenal blades. He needs to start his own YouTube channel, man. I'm telling you. All right, guys, well, that's all I got. Again, don't forget about 865 and J.O. Ventures, and head over there and give them a like and a sub and tell them Big J sent you.